1,000 years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
More worthless mercs! You're late! You're neared at the front immediately! Check in with Martin Lieutenant Gerrand at the tower! Now get moving!
I've had a bad feeling about this ever since we left Aman'Lu. There's something... I don't trust these Mordor.
You lot are late! There's a few extra scraps in the barrels. Break them open by right-clicking them. Now get out of my... Mark, report to Martin Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson. Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger. You'd better be able to handle a ranged weapon if you want to get paid, worm. Destroy...
I can't imagine you worms have the wits to...
More mercs playing at war. You probably don't even understand how to gain experience. Ha! You maggots never know what you're doing. Took you long enough, worm. The other mercs are at the front lines already.
Wait, I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now! Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You mercs, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children. Let's take them out! These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to rampage mode! These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Tackler. Tough! If we focus our fire, they'll go down faster. Let's switch to mirror mode. These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage! Hey, that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
Yes, die and leave me a pot. Ah, the smell of your kind makes the pain dirt out of my... You want this one gift.
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amryn. I know that he is much talked about in Drudwin's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but I would be interested in finding that out myself. These Kestrel are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it. That'll surprise them. You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
Took you long enough, Worm. The temple...
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I feel it. I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please, it's important to me. More than you know. Just promise that you won't ever let...
Get moving, Worm! You mercs are...
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!
as soon as I get out of here, these tree dwellers will feel the strength of my sword arm.
Hello. Looks like we'll be here for a while. Might as well be friendly. You and everyone else who got in their way. I suppose once they took the temple, they considered us expendable. Yes, that cursed Valdez. Now we're stuck in some tree, imprisoned by walking foliage. How dare they abandon us? Huh, I suppose you could call it that. I've tried to tell them to let me out, but they're a stubborn lot. Oh well. Well, I doubt it. These blasted rings around our heads seem to sense our intentions even before we've thought them. The previous occupant...
What do you want? What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a blue-haired elf and brought you here to the town of Irulan. You're to be kept behind bars until we figure out what to do with you. Warden Celia's in charge here, and what's to be done with you is up to her. If I were you, I would keep my head down. You wear the ring of submission to hold you in check. All Hush, here comes the warden now.
Blasted dryads! Quickly, Lauren, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance.
Foul creature. I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
Do not be so hasty, Celia. Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do not know, Amron. Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me, please give this prisoner a chance.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find that which you seek.
Namare, Melonamin. Till next we meet.
Amron the elf seems to trust you. I trust only the ring of submission around your neck. Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive. You were fighting on the side of Valdez. You are an enemy to the Dryads of Irulan. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Irulan until you show where your loyalties. It is my orders you will follow now, and you will learn to keep your head down and your mouth. Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop. She has spared some sharpening stones for our warriors. Get them, and take them to the Dryad outpost just outside. Be thankful Amron spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you...
There are creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You will not even reach the outpost without being able to defend yourself. Take this equipment.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of I recognize you. They brought you in last. The battle was terribly bloody. We lost many from our village. Worst of all, Valdez... It is a magical artifact that kept the Morden at bay. You may have forgotten Mercy, but we have not. You are indeed the enemy, however. Here you are. And if you have some time, perhaps you could do a favor for me? With all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can craft it. Duma and Sen both need my help throughout the day and into the night. But I've only been in this trade for a short number of months. There's much to remember. There is a tome of smithing within the Great Hall that is sure to contain such information. I would be in your debt if you can discover the steps to creating Dryad armor. Take the lift to the southeast across to the Terrace of Wisdom. The Great Hall will be...
You are clear to leave.
I didn't expect to see you here. If you're leaving, I wanted to show this town my best. You fought with the Morden. They're a blight. The world's better off without them. When I see one, I will kill it. I trust you.